A minimum wage full-time worker earns around €19,000 a year. A banker on 500,000 earns 257 times that. That's many lifetimes of earnings for a minimum wage worker, and I think it's only fair that accountability comes with such an obscene pay. And I suppose my question is, would you agree with that? Where people are getting paid enormous amounts of money. You know, what I get from reading your statement is that we have to be careful we don't get too much accountability. And so maybe just tease that out a bit.
Yeah,
and answer that.
Thank you for the question, Senator. I think one thing I should clarify from the absolute outside is that we are not in any way against an individual accountability regime, and anything in our submission should not, in our view, should not be read in that context. We fully accept the requirement for an individual accountability regime, and we fully intend to work positively with the Central Bank of Ireland, with the Department of Finance, for the introduction of that individual accountability regime. There will not be, as you might suggest, a kind of a blanket resistance to individual accountability. I think what we're cautioning, I suppose, is to make sure to tease through, I suppose, the manner in which it is introduced, because, in a sense, I suppose two things we want to, I think all of us want to achieve here. One is individuals taking responsibility and accountability for their performance, and at the same time embedding a customer-centric culture in the banks. And the two are not mutually exclusive at the end of the day. But part of our caution is that, depending on how the individuality accounting regime is introduced, the individual responsible may focus very narrowly on the responsibilities that have been defined for them, and in a sense that's them taking accountability for what's been assigned to them. But we also want them to do it in a way that they take the wider interests of the institution in terms of the customer into account as well. So it's just getting that balance right, but I would not accept anything in this submission here that would suggest that we're against an individual accountability regime. We're not.